Beloved, August 25th, 2018, in dreams, I saw how I was in a building. I was like in a building that was similar to a hospital ward. There were many doors in that corridor where I was, right and left, but in one of the doors there was a nursing station. From there, several nurses came out on duty to do their different jobs, and I saw how one of them told the other, "We here make a slight diagnosis, and sometimes we do not realize the work we're doing, but we're doing it." At that moment, a man entered and began to say with strong words to these nurses. He told them, "You do not diagnose. The only one who diagnoses is the doctor." Then they did as if trying to reason with him and told him, "No, but we in the vital and the pressure taking and all these things that we do as a pre-diagnosis." But the person kept insisting that no, that was not the case, to the point that all of them began to cry, feeling that they were not doing their job well, and that they were being accused by this character. When I saw that, well, I went to this person and said, "It is not your duty to be saying this, and it is not the way to say it, because we must avoid hurting people. The truth is said with love, and if the person then does not want to receive it, then do not receive it, but we are not going to be insulting people with words." So at that moment, the person stayed standing when I told him that, but he continued walking through the corridor of this place, and at the end there was a door. He left, and I went after him after comforting the nurses who were there in that place and letting them know that yes, they were doing as if it were a pre-diagnosis before the official diagnosis of the doctor or the laboratories. And when I finished to console them, I went out, and when I left, I saw that there was at the end of that door like a path of dirt and grass that went up to a small mountain. And then I began to walk to see if I could find the person and go talk to him and exhort him and give him encouragement and to ask him, please, to humble himself before the Lord so that the Lord would take his mouth and his attitude. But I didn't find him, and I said, "Lord, where did he go? If I just saw him come out this way, not a long time ago, where did he go?" But a voice told me, "He must be with me alone on the mountain to meet me, and I will work in him." I got a little sad because I couldn't find him, but when I heard these words, I was happy. And I said, "Well, Lord, you are going to take care of him." So then I must remain calm. And at that moment, the scene changed for me. Then I saw that I was standing on a descent, and it was a descent that had many trees, and at the end had a river. The descent was a bit steep, not that you could not go down it, but you had to go down very carefully. At that moment, I see this character passing in front of me, and I see that he is putting on as if he were wearing a dress, but an airplane, as if it were something small, a plane, something like that, small. Then he's putting it on, and I saw that the wings were very big, and I said, "Lord, but what is this?" So I tell the person who is putting on this disguise that it was an airplane with very large wings. I tell him, "You will not be able to go down there like that. You must do it differently. You must leave that here. Then you go down. Do what you are going to do and go up. But you can't go down like that way." But the person told me, I have always done it. There is no problem. You will see how I can do it this time too. So the person began to go down. I saw how he had so much difficulty in that place. The wings of this plane he was wearing as disguise stayed embedded, and all the wings broke. The person arrived very bruised, in very bad condition, as well as the disguise, this one which he had from an airplane, to the bottom part, to the point that he was so tired from so much struggling that he lost his balance and fell into the water that had a very strong and turbulent current. At that moment, when I saw that happened, I ran down the mountain, and when I got to the place, I threw a vine like a rope, but natural, of these that have the vines of the mountains. Then he would grab it, and I would try to entangle it in a tree because I felt that his weight was pulling me too. But when I was reaching to grab him to a tree so that he could be anchored with this that was holding him, suddenly the pull was too strong that I was there going with him. But I had to let go because I heard a voice that told me, let go. Then, when I let go, I saw that he ran downstream. The current was carrying him away, and I started running next to him, next to the river, and yelling at him, please hold on to what you can. Hold on to what you can. But at one point, the current was so turbulent and so strong that it sank him down, and I didn't see him anymore. My suffering was so strong, so great, dear brothers. At that moment, I said, my God, please, why has this happened? Then my companion approached me and said, many fall into presumption. They think that we are in moments of so many things and of so many thoughts and of so many dreams. However, they have neglected the real task of God and have fallen into turbulent waters, and now they do not know how to get out of there. Their only course for them is to move forward, and they are not realizing things. At that moment, he told me, do not worry. His message will reach, and those who will understand, because the understood will understand, but the non-understood will not understand. Comply with the task, and everything else, let's leave it to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So, beloved brothers, I fulfill my task at this time, and may the Lord be the one who directs this at all times. And please, let us listen to the Lord. Let us seek to do His will in every way. If God tells us to move forward, let's move forward. If He tells us stop, let's stop. He knows how He takes each one of us. Our finite mind always wants to help God, always wants to think that we can go a little bit more. However, when we are only sure is when we let ourselves be guided by the infinite mind of God. May the Lord bless you all.